Yo! Now look, we're back with another video, or a different type of video. We're reacting to Christian said that Xenoverse 3 is actually a Kakarot sequel. Now look, if you haven't been paying attention to Xenoverse 3, bro, this shit is toxic as shit. There's niggas there's niggas doxing niggas now. There's niggas even giving out false copyright claims, bro. Nigga, this shit is crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think any video game I ever seen get this much shit, my nigga. But look, let's tap into this video.
If you've been saying Xenoverse 3 doesn't feel like Xenoverse anymore, you've probably been told you're overreacting or that you need to give it time. But that's not the real issue here, because Xenoverse 3 isn't really evolving the Xenoverse gameplay loop.
It really isn't. Nigga, and the only reason why I say this, right? Now look, you really don't have to play the game to see for yourself. Bro, the game is slow as shit. You know, I don't think there's no game that came out that's a sequel, bro, that felt like completely different. I want to say Xenoverse 3 is the only game that I ever played that looks completely different from the first and second one. And I understand that, like, PS5, bro, for Dragon Ball and anime games is like a whole different turn, right? And anime games now, bro, is more cinematic than the actual gameplay because they want to capture that feeling from the anime. But, bro, like, the gameplay is... I mean, my nigga, look at My Hero, bro. I didn't fuck with My Hero Once Justice at all. Or All Justice, because, bro, it's the same shit. I don't know, bro. But yeah, like especially Bleach too. Bleach, I can't really say much for Demon Slayer because it's kind of the same as Naruto Storm games. But bro, anime games now, bro, is trying to capture the cinematic part of it than the actual gameplay, and there's like an imbalance between that shit. So, you know,
actually evolving Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. And if you don't believe me, let's look at the evidence. So let's start with the movement speed and the...
Nigga, I love the camera. Bro, this camera I think is perfect, but I just hate that instead of you actually have to use your right stick to lock onto a nigga. I don't fuck with that. I don't know why they didn't keep it on how Xenoverse 2 was, bro, where you just lock on to the opponent and you actually are able to zoom to the nigga, bro. I don't understand why they took that out.
Camera. During non-battle segments in Xenoverse 3, movement speed tends to be accelerated. But if you notice, once you get into battle, Dragon Dash speed gets lower to
that shit looks slow as fuck, nigga. That shit looks like that shit looks like you're sidestepping in DBL. Dead ass, bro. That shit is slow. Like, I don't know.
Brawl, it's actually hard to approach targets. You actually have to boost dash in a linear fashion to get to your opponent.
That's another thing. That's another thing, bro. The boost dash. I heard that you have to press L1 to boost dash. And look, another thing that a lot of people don't understand, bro. Like, people were saying that C Reacts brought the game's like life or light back, bro. Like the change, like on the perspective of how people see the game, bro. It doesn't change anything. I'm gonna be for real, because at the end of the day, bro, you're fighting against CPUs, and you kind of have to think about with all the cooldowns and shit, bro. Like, you got evasive moves, so can you spam evasives? And a lot of people care about the PvP in this game, bro, knowing that Xenoverse is made for PvE, not only, but, you know, it's more expressive in the PvE side than PvP. And PvP is mostly just to be for fun, not really super competitive about it. But yeah, man, it's shit crazy.
Xenoverse 2 actually has the opposite philosophy. Dragon Dash speed actually increases when you get into battle, allowing you to approach targets with the dash speed. And follow-ups have a dynamic feel because they go around the opponent instead of directly towards the opponent. The camera also adopts a side diagonal view to more emulate a 3D fighter, whereas Xenoverse 3 kind of leaves the camera behind you, okay? So as you see, Xenoverse 3 and Xenoverse 2 have kind of opposite philosophies when it comes to movement. But you know what game has similar movement philosophy and camera compared to Xenoverse 3? You guessed it, that's right, it's Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Just like in Xenoverse 3, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot actually lowers the Dragon Dash speed when you get into battles. The speed is actually higher when you
That shit is crazy. I didn't even think about it.
dislodge the lock-on feature, which means that when you get into a boss battle where you can't dislodge the lock-on feature, you actually have to rely on the equivalent to the boost dash to reach your opponent, again in a linear fashion. So as you see, Kakarot and Xenoverse 3 kind of share the same movement philosophy
Oh my fuck, I did not realize that shit.
And camera, and rely on linear movements to approach targets, with the only difference that he is not.
Oh shit. Yo, Seta, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You got that shit on, bro. I didn't even realize that shit. Holy
chargeable
fuck.
in Xenoverse 3 and doubles as your stamina as well. You're probably thinking, so what, Christian? You don't know anything. That's just movement and camera. Okay, well, let's move on to combat abilities. So as we all know now,
Now look, a lot of people been talking shit about the graphics in this game, bro. This shit looks beautiful. Compared to any Xenoverse game, this shit looks beautiful. The one thing I really don't like, bro, is the HUD. Nigga, what the fuck is that HP bar? I would definitely say Xenoverse 2 has a better HP HUD than this game. But out of everything, bro, like the maps, bro, the character looks, the graphics in general look nice as shit. And a lot of people like to make fun of this shit, saying it looks like a mobile game. Nigga, have you seen mobile games? Have you seen, bro, mobile games now in this day and age are damn near fucking...
Xenoverse 3 decided to get rid of evasives and allow you to equip only 4 supers instead. These supers have different properties like lowering ki/stamina,
like,
since
look
they're
at
the
that. That shit looks...
same thing.
That shit looks good as fuck. Come on, bro.
These supers
Come on, my nigga. That shit looks good
have
as
different
fuck. Look at this
properties
shit.
like lowering.
Look at this shit. This shit looks... That shit looks beautiful. I don't give a fuck. See, if we still had that same combat, because, bro, Xenoverse 2, bro's combat, it was like the blueprint. And you kind of have to look at Xenoverse 1, like, bro, I was, what, how old was I? Nigga, I was in middle school when Xenoverse 1 came out. And I fucking hated the PvP. Bro, this shit sucked. But Xenoverse 2, bro, it was like a huge step. Like, not just the game, bro, but the combat system in Xenoverse 2 was such like a huge fucking step compared to Xenoverse 1. And Xenoverse 2 was a blueprint. All they had to do was tune it up, honestly.
Stamina, since they're the same thing, bypassing or breaking guard, or just focusing on dealing major damage. And you know what game has this same exact setup? You guessed it, that's right again, Kakarot does. Same exact thing. So you get 4 super slots, some do guard damage, some decrease the stun meter.
But then again, bro, that's been kind of like, I feel like a lot of Dragon Ball games now,
or some just focus on extra damage. And you know those free aim supers that they very proudly showed off in the gameplay showcase as a new mechanic? You guessed it again, that idea was pulled straight from Kakarot as well. And I can already hear you again. You're probably saying, Christian, you're tripping, you're reaching, you're just a hater. This is definitely not a Kakarot game. Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe I'm just tripping. But let's talk about timers on transformations and the soul assist feature. Now, you would assume this is a new...
Now, I understand that a lot of niggas don't like this shit, bro. I understand it. But, bro, like, nigga, when you see the damage that you do in Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 3, that's the one thing I don't understand. You went to Super Saiyan, but you're skipping to Super Saiyan 3. Bro, nigga, we don't got no Super Saiyan 2? I don't know, bro. This shit kind of crazy to me now I think about it, bro. But I really hope they have, like, a upgrade system, because I don't like the fact... See, look, and this is why I say this shit, bro. Because why in the fuck, when you transform, you get your health back? That makes no fucking sense. So we got the Namekians coming back, Frieza race coming back. So you're telling me when they transform, they get health too? Like, I don't know. That's why I say, bro. A lot of people can say that the C Reacts gameplay brought light into people, bro. That shit didn't bring shit because you have to realize on the shit with these mechanics, bro. Like I don't like how would this shit work in PvP? It's too much hand holding, bro. Like, if this is the final, likely this might be the final build, likely, because usually when they show a gameplay this early, and the game drops in 2027, probably early 2027, this low key might almost be the final build of the game, likely.
Mechanic added to the Xenoverse franchise, but that's only if you look at this as a Xenoverse game and not as an evolution of the Kakarot combat system. In Kakarot, when you have other characters in your party, they build the meter just like in Xenoverse 3, and you can spend that meter to perform actions in battle like supers or assists. But in Kakarot, they actually take it further. They can even help you extend combos and even heal you at times. And when it comes to transformations, well, maybe you would have got me there if you would assume that I was going to say that they act completely the same. But transformations in Xenoverse 3 don't function like transformations in Kakarot, but they do function just like the surge system. In both games, you would build a meter. In Kakarot, it would be called tension. In Xenoverse, it's just a transformation meter. But once you have enough meter, you spend it to access a form that gives you higher stats and other effects. In both games, these forms are on a timer, except in Kakarot, you don't actually see the countdown. Kakarot Surge allows you to cancel supers into each other, while Xenoverse 3 actually speeds up your cooldown timers. But regardless, you can see how transformations and
Yeah, because you can low-key spam all your moves when you're in surge mode.
Xenoverse 3 were inspired
That's some bullshit.
by the surge system in Kakarot. These transformations act a lot more like the surge system than they would a transformation from Xenoverse 2. And then finally, my last piece of evidence, the cherry on top, a mechanic that was ported 1-to-1 from Kakarot, is the break system. So in Kakarot, we have something called a
He's going to talk about the cinematics. I know for sure he is.
Stun gauge on bosses and other enemies, designed that when you lower the stun gauge all the way to the bottom, you break opponents. This allows you to perform a cinematic super, teleport right to your opponent and start the animation. And this mechanic was ported 1-to-1 directly to Xenoverse 3. So I think we can safely say if it quacks like a duck, swims like a duck, and looks like a duck, it's a freaking duck, okay? It doesn't take rocket science to see that Xenoverse 3 kind of sacrificed the Xenoverse core gameplay to adopt a Kakarot formula instead, which might or not be a bad thing for Xenoverse 3 long term. Maybe this ends up being a success and people really mess with it, but if you are a Xenoverse 2 fan and wanted the core gameplay to be the same and evolve that further, you have a right to get mad about this, okay? I understand completely why you're pissed, and don't let these creators or other people in the community gaslight you into thinking that you're complaining for no reason. This is not slight changes that we're talking about here. They essentially changed complete genres and core gameplay loops and gutted the core gameplay of Xenoverse in favor of something else.
He's right. I ain't gonna lie, Christian, you're right about that shit. Because you have to realize, man, it's almost like you're playing, you're actually playing a Tenkaichi game, and the next game that comes out is not, I'm not gonna lie, that's the same thing with Sparking Zero, bro. Like, you have to realize when Sparking Zero came out the first month, niggas dropped it to go back to fucking Tenkaichi 3. Niggas, think about that shit. When Sparking Zero came out, because it's supposed to be a whole reboot. A lot of people say it's supposed to be a sequel. That shit's a fucking reboot. I don't care. I don't care. But when Sparking Zero came out the first month, people dropped the game fast as fuck and went back to Tenkaichi 3 competitive online. That shit was insane. And Sparking Zero plays completely different than Xenoverse 3 because Xenoverse 3, bro, you have a lot more freedom with a lot of shit. And I know that game is like, it's an unfinished game because it came out back then. But bro, Sparking is just a whole different. Can't even get into Sparking right now, bro. But it's crazy, bro, because a lot of people went back to Raging Blast 2. A lot of people went back to like I said, Tenkaichi 3, it's insane. And for Xenoverse to be played like this, dude, is, I don't know.
And if I'm gonna keep it honest,
because you have to realize when people who have been playing Xenoverse 2, like, for instance, right? Xenoverse is meant to be like a grindy game. So a lot of niggas talk about Xenoverse is not, like, people don't care about the PvE side of Xenoverse. Come on, bro. Nigga, we're lying about that shit. A lot of niggas care about PvE for Xenoverse. It's one of the biggest things. It's one of the main things that people play is PvE in Xenoverse. And so you have to look at the PvP combat system in Xenoverse 2. Like, at least from the research that I did, there was little people that you've seen who are creative with combos. That people who are just pressing square and triangle and stamina break and super. That's really it. There was little people that you've seen. And then there was like a small group of people that I seen in Xenoverse 2 that, you know, that actually made the game look more interesting. At least in that way. Because Xenoverse, nigga, you're able to, like, to do combo cancels. Nigga, that shit was tough. But people are gonna buy this game, man. Like, come on. Like, it's Xenoverse with crossplay, my nigga. You're not hopping on this game for PvP only. And there was something that hit the spot as well that Rose said. Because Rose was talking about Xenoverse 3. He was like, because nigga, he was getting so much hate, bro. That nigga was getting so much hate. He said something like he was sticking to his own community. He was tired of the hate, bro. This nigga got so much hate. This nigga backtracked from what he was saying. Bro, do you not know how bad that shit is? That you can't stand on your fucking point, my nigga. You have bro. Nigga, I don't mean to go on Twitter, but I seen it. Nigga, this nigga had furries. This nigga had the estrogen boosters on his dick too, bro. This nigga, he backtracked. And that's one of the things that you don't do, man. If you have an opinion, nigga, you gotta stand on it. If you backtracking, nigga, you a bitch. That's basically what it is. But yeah, bro, it's toxic positivity, bro. Like, no one talks about the combo cancels, and people don't talk about, like, the cooldowns, the evasives. And you, like I said, you really don't have to play it to see it. Like, you can, or you don't have to play it to actually see it. Yeah, you can literally see it with your own eyes on how this game is played. And if it's like this in PvP, dude, a lot of niggas gonna crash the fuck out. It's crazy, dude.
there's things in Kakarot that actually feel better and operate better than Xenoverse 3. For example, the step vanishes in Kakarot have way more dynamic animations and function way better as approach options compared to Xenoverse 3. They look slower and stiffer by comparison, and it's something that I hope improves before the game comes out, alongside with that terrible Dragon Dash speed. But let me know what you think. Do you think my theory is correct, that this is actually a Kakarot game in disguise, that the core gameplay loop of Xenoverse has completely been gutted in favor of moving the series into a different genre? This is actually an RPG, not trying to emulate an arena fighter or a 3D fighter at all. And do you think this is gonna blow up in their face, or do you think they're gonna gather enough new fans to justify the change? Let me know in the comment section, and I'll catch you in the next video.
Hey, so I'm not gonna lie, bro. You hit the fucking point of this shit, bro. Because from what it seems like, especially from an MMO that Xenoverse 3 is trying to capture, they definitely took some inspiration from Kakarot. That's what it looks like. Because Kakarot is a whole MMO game. And nigga, I wouldn't even be mad if they call this shit Dragon Ball Online 2. I mean, even though Xenoverse is supposed to be the reboot of Dragon Ball Online, but bruh, I wouldn't even be mad if they call this shit Dragon Ball Online 2. Because this game is not from it really don't look like Xenoverse. It just don't. It looks completely different. It's played completely different. And it's kind of crazy because you added a timer like Xenoverse. Like I went back and played Xenoverse 2. Nigga, why the fuck do you need a timer? Like your characters were strong as fuck. I'm not sure if your characters is like the new characters are weaker in this new timeline or whatever, bro. I hope that they explain that shit because to have timers and you know that you're gonna add Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan God, and who knows? Super Saiyan 4 might be a good transformation. Now you took out Super Saiyan 2. At least that's what it looks like. But I don't know, dude. This shit is crazy. And knowing that they took so much inspiration from this shit, dude, and nigga, there's been a whole bunch of drama lately going on with Xenoverse 3. Like I said, bro, you know, look, you also gotta be careful on the creators that y'all watch. Like, no offense. Look, I fuck with Rhyme Style. But this nigga Rhyme Style got the Bandai logo above him. Bruh, even for Sparking Zero, you can tell deep down he really don't like this shit. A lot of these creators, they really don't like this shit. You can kind of tell from these games on how their energy is, it's off. Like it don't feel the exact same on how other games that they play. Bro, like for instance, when Rhymestyle, who was it? It was Dodo. Or Dodo. I don't know. I don't watch him, but bro, when they were streaming or when they were at the Bandai place streaming the game, like the DLC, bro, you can tell their whole energy was off. It was like they really didn't enjoy this shit. And you can kind of tell because these niggas barely upload the fucking videos of Sparking Zero because no one, bro, deep down they don't like this shit. If like I said, ever since the first game came out, the first month, everybody dropped this fucking game for a reason. And Sparking Zero is in the place, it's in its place where it's at because of on how the mechanics work in this game. DLC is not gonna save this shit. And you can also tell, bro, when Rhymestyle was reacting to the fucking trailer, bro, it was some fake ass shit. You can tell, bro, this nigga had a whole picture of false Super Saiyan, and the nigga didn't even realize it was false Super Saiyan Goku. It was like he almost saw this shit, like he already knew it was coming. So you kind of have to be careful, bro, on the creators that you watch, because sometimes they kind of like to promote that that toxic positivity, especially to Dragon Ball games. And look, this is no hate to Rhymestyle, but I'm telling y'all gotta be careful because people like that can also kind of get your hype up to buy this DLC. Like for like people got hyped up to buy the Sparking Zero DLC, knowing damn well they do not fucking play the game. Sparking Zero DLC, I'm sorry, but that shit is only meant for people who have been playing the game consistently. If you don't play Sparking Zero consistently, bro, the game is not for you. It's not. Because you're going to feel that exact same way on the reason why you dropped the game from like a few months ago. But yeah, man. Shout out to Christian. Shout out, bro. You did it, bro. You did your thing on this shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I'm gonna catch y'all later.